POV, it's 2025. On your bingo card is plenty of things that you never thought were going to happen. But did you expect Chris Hansen to explain to you what a glory hole was? Well, check that off your bingo list if you did.
In case you don't know, a glory hole is a hole in a wall designed for anonymous sexual encounter.
You know what the hottest part of that was? Chris acting like he didn't know what a glory hole was. In case you didn't know, wink, a glory hole is something that I put a person puts his ding-dong inside. I know he used it before. Come on, Christopher. Please. Oh, your name isn't Hansen for nothing. Sorry. But I just want to say that I came across an episode of True Blue, which is how do I say this? It's basically To Catch a Predator, but like not. It's like the more aggressive version. To Catch a Predator was like, everyone was like, oh, okay, it's on Dateline NBC. It has to be a little PG. People blur things out. The lines are okay. I feel safe watching that. On True Blue Network, I feel like Chris Hansen could catch me at any minute. And I'm not even a predator. I don't even know how to feel about this. But the show goes above and beyond. SWAT teams tackle people like they're playing NFL. Chris Hansen doesn't hold back. He says some gangstalicious words.
Deep throating him that you'd swallow.
Glory hole being one of them. And honestly, this YouTube channel has been a gift. They have some free episodes, and one of them is called Golf Cart Matt and Glory Hole Chris. Initially, when I read the names Golf Cart Matt and Glory Hole Chris, the first thought that came to my mind was, what did Golf Cart Matt have to do to get his name? Because the other one's explanatory, but like, you have to fuck a golf cart to get that name? Like, why is that your name? But it turns out he just pulled out in a golf cart. Now, unfortunately, Golf Cart Matt does not make an appearance in this episode. I could do a video if you want me to, but I'd like to focus on Glory Hole Jerry, because clearly that's something we need to unpack. Now, I hope that everyone is bracing themselves, because this dude is a predator, and he's a pretty disgusting fellow. Some of the stuff that he says is just dank. But please subscribe, watch along, and yes, my mic is very small. I'm also still in the darkness for another week. I'm sorry if you have to look at me and wonder where the lighting is. It's not here. I left it in my other house. I only have one house. That's not even my house.
This area of Monroe County seems to be a bit of a hotbed for potential child predators, as the decoys have another guy itching to meet an underage boy.
So if you don't know, Chris Hansen, by the way, is this almost mythical figure in life and on the internet. He busts predos, which is predo and pedo mixed together. And he's been doing this for years, which is really bad. I mean, it's great for his career, but the fact that there are so many out there, the fact that he has more stable work than most people in regular jobs is disgusting. And he's busting people more than once in these sting operations at this point. On True Blue television, it's like he's casting a wide net and tuna fish are just like scrambling to get inside of it. He's getting like 3 or 4 predos in one episode. I don't even know how he does it. I guess he's putting that bussy out there. I don't know. But apparently, one of the people who's in the neighborhood calls himself Glory Hole Jerry. And he's ready to strike.
The Viper decoy is talking to a guy named Jerry, who says he is 19 years old.
But he said he's at his uncle's.
Oh, he's visiting his uncle in this.
Is that the decoy? That's the 14-year-old decoy? He looks 14 in the 1800s. This guy looks like 14 if 14 was like post-World War II and everyone had to grow up fast. This is the first test. Like if you're a predo, then you look at someone and you're like, nope. That's a Chris Hansen trap right there. Chris Hansen clearly doesn't have any idea what 14 looks like. If he thinks this is 14, he probably looks at kids and he's like, oh, what are you, 0? And it's like a 10-year-old. And like actual newborn babies, he thinks they're aliens from other planets. I don't know if Chris Hansen if he's okay, but we should check on him later. Anyway, that's not a 14-year-old.
Do we know how far away he is, or we just know he's in the neighborhood?
500 foot.
Do you ever have one of these things where 2 different guys were in the same neighborhood, essentially?
Can anyone relay the message to Chris via pigeon that people can use things such as phones or other devices? Chris is still writing it down like he's working at a diner taking your order. He's using pen and paper. I saw him in one episode, and he was reading the transcript of something someone said and taking down the transcript. It's like, Bro, let someone do a screenshot for you. Chris Hansen's gonna grow old writing down transcripts of like, bust your ass, shorty. Ha ha ha, you say you're 15 and I'm 32. Lol, let's not tell anyone. You know how long it takes to write those Preto sentences down? Christopher needs an iPad or something. Chris, give me your digits. I'll give you an iPad. I think you deserve one.
And rather than him coming to us, he initially wants the 14-year-old boy to come to him. And his reason isn't one that I've heard before.
He has a glory hole set up. He wants.
In case you don't know, a glory hole is...
Chris didn't even ask what it was. I just looked at the scene back, and the decoy is like, he wants me to go to his glory hole, and Chris is like, in case you didn't know. Bro, Chris used it. The cameras weren't on him because he was like, you don't say. Where is this house? How can I get one of my own? Anyway, damn. Chris Chris is a freaky, I just know that.
hole in a wall designed for anonymous sexual encounter.
Knowing I'm 14, walk in, use it, and leave without ever seeing him.
When he says use it, by the way, is it like... Is he nibbling on the sausage or is he the sausage? This is not relevant, but like, cause I've never used, that's crazy to me. That I don't even understand what that is. That's crazy. But like, how do you use, like, or is it like, woo? Like, you know what I mean? Can someone answer that? I guess in case anyone asks, like, hey, Leo, what's a glory hole? I'll be like, oh, it's a weird question. We're in Pizza Hut. Put your dick in a hole. Like, you know?
Or knowing him.
This is a bad guy.
Yes.
Oh, that was a good line. Sorry. I know that I'm stopping this a lot, but Chris was like, this is a bad guy. And the decoy is like, yes. Yeah, I mean, try to get a 14-year-old into glory hole. Yeah, Chris. Had to just check up on Chris there. He's a bad guy.
What do you think the odds are this is the first time he's done this?
Slim to none.
But there's been a development with Glory Hole Jerry, and it's one that I've seen all too many times before.
The fact that Chris gave him a nickname before he even met him is the funniest thing I've ever seen. Like, I don't know if I've ever heard a funnier name on any To Catch a Predator episode. Glory Hole Jerry, and it rolls off Chris's tongue like he had that ammunition. He's like, hello, nice to meet you, GHJ. Like, I knew he thought about that. He probably wrote it down on his notepad. He's like, whole glory Jerry. No. Jerry, glory hole. Nope. Glory hole Jerry. I like that.
If you want some head, bro, I will still come. Just understand, I'm 47.
Wow, so he's gone from 19 to 47
Yeah.
in the span of this conversation.
Yeah.
So originally, Jerry posed as a 19-year-old, and then after, I don't actually understand what the difference was. Jerry had a moment of like realness, and he's like, I'm not 19, I'm 47. But he still says, if you want some head, bro, I'll come. Woo, Jerry, that's being 47-year-old, talking to a kid, making these decisions. That's life decisions, Jerry. How do you hide that hole?
And he just said that was a friend of a family's face picture.
So he showed you a picture that was obviously
he's trying to
somebody
lure
who was,
people in now.
younger.
So this is a little bit more.
Right.
Well, finally, I feel like we have some evidence beyond just Glory Hole Jerry being crazy. I mean, using someone else's identity to then fake your own, it's got to hold some criminal charge. And also, you know, man, it is the craziest and most scary thing to imagine that maybe someone close to you is doing some heinous stuff. And bro, I just don't want to imagine that ever. I imagine everyone I know to be lovely people. But, imagine like...
Oh, that's Uncle Jerry.
And then, meanwhile, he's using your pictures. He's like, yeah, I'm 19. I have a glory hole. I never want to discover that. Imagine, like, leaning against your friend's wall and you fall through it. And it's jizz. Okay, sorry.
Pretending to be 19, sending people's pictures on to lure even younger kids.
But it's clear to him that you're 14.
Very clear. He's really about his glory hole.
That's a wild thing to say. That is a very wild sentence. To put that in quotations, he's really about his glory hole. Ugh, wow, that's not really a thing that I wanted to hear this year, but okay. Whew. Man, gotta go back to praying after this. This is crazy.
He says, I'm looking to give oral and can truly deep throat you and swallow.
This is grooming in real time.
Chris, stop giving it names. This is real-time grooming. This is in-game grooming. This is VR grooming. This is like a hair salon comes to you type grooming. You just got groomed. Oh shit, you getting married? Because you just got groomed. Chris Hansen, probably.
Make sure all cameras are in place to capture the confrontation and the takedown, and that the Sting house looks like someone actually lives here.
It's really interesting, isn't it? Like, on one hand, this is sort of like shooting a movie, isn't it? Like, when you really think about it, because you have to sell the idea to a person. And it's much like a movie. Like, imagine your favorite movie and something huge is missing. Like, you can see that they're filming a movie. You automatically don't believe it. Chris Hansen is in that same sort of thing where he's like, we gotta make it look like there's a 14-year-old person who's lived there this whole time, that he's part of the neighborhood, and this guy needs to suspect nothing, which is so interesting to me. I mean, it's really horrible that this is the reason that he's doing it, but like kind of cool when you think about like how much effort you have to put in just to trick someone. I guess some good stuff's coming out of it, so.
Vehicle's off.
But also waiting for Jerry is me.
Coming. Hey, what's up? What in?
How's it going?
Good, what's up?
What?
Hey, hold on, I forgot my charger real quick.
Oh, you're fine.
Okay, so the 46-year-old, 14-year-old opens the door and then puts on that, oh my god, I'm so glad you're here voice. I don't know if that helps. He's also wearing a towel of some sort. Don't know why, but he forgets his charger instantly, and Chris Hansen comes out. Now, normally, I thought like the To Catch a Predator people like to get some evidence on camera, but it looks like the True Blue people are like, as soon as you get in the door, you already have entered a world of pain. This is a WWE and I'm about to body slam you. So I guess this is how it works. And so the 14-year-old runs away and Chris Hansen appears like he's Ash Ketchum ready to bust ass. So
Where nobody's gonna be coming in.
No, my mom's at work still. She'll be home
I
not
need you
till
to
like
see
7 in the morning.
Right there, please. So what are you up to tonight?
How much?
What's your plan?
Just meeting him.
Meeting who?
Him.
Who is that?
Travis.
Travis. And what's your name?
Jerry.
So Chris Hansen busts him. He's, of course, I mean, my favorite part of, I think anyone's favorite part of any To Catch a Predator series is the look of absolute and sheer fright on any of these people's faces. And it's always, like, I feel like sometimes, not to be profiling, but you can guess sometimes. You can look at these people and you're like, you look like you'd be on this show. Jerry came, he walked in like he knew he was gonna get busted. I mean, Jerry wouldn't get up the stairs for anything other than a 14-year-old, and this is the wrong place. So, anyway, Chris Hansen towers over him and he starts asking the questions. The interrogation begins. But Jerry is about to pull one of the greatest moves of all time.
And how did you meet Travis?
What do you mean, how that meeting?
How did you meet him? How did you find out that you should...
Is that a tough question, is it, Jerry? How did you meet? What kind of meat? Like steak? Jerry, I will kick your asshole. How did you meet him?
He was on Grindr.
On Grindr. And what was the discussion on Grindr?
I'm not.
No, Jerry, you can't leave here.
Jerry tries to make a run for the door, but the Viper team doesn't let him get very far.
So then Jerry tries to run, and in To Catch a Predator, you know, Chris Hansen's like, hey, by the way, there's people waiting outside for you, so you might not want to do that. Again, on True Blue, they handle things a little bit differently. They let Jerry get to the door, and then they act like they're the Raiders. And all of them tackle him. It's actually more like a rugby scrum than anything. This looks like the World Cup of rugby, and New Zealand has just like absolutely wrecked Jerry. It was New Zealand versus Jerry, and New Zealand unsurprisingly won.
Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. All right.
All right, relax. Bring your hand back here.
All right.
Bring your hand back here.
All right. Goddamn.
Got it.
Jerry lets out a southern goddamn. Well, all right, goddamn, y'all tackling me now. The goddamn is probably like, damn, they should hire y'all. My team sucks. Jerry, he let out the southern. The only thing he didn't let out was his ding dong in that glory hole he so desperately wanted to get into.
Jerry, how old did Travis say that he was in your conversation?
Chris is having the conversation right down there, huh? He didn't even wait for Jerry to get up. Jerry, hey Jerry, can you hear me down there, Jerry? Yeah. How old did he say he was? Yeah. What? 41. You dyslexic. He said 14, Jerry.
Jerry? Oh. Jerry?
Just relax, Jerry.
I got a bad back, guys.
We'll help you out. Just relax, okay?
You can see the scar.
one. We got another set.
Oh.
Just relax, Jerry.
Okay, so at this point, Jerry pulls his special move, I've got a bad back, guys. That's the classic move, please don't hurt me, I've got a bad back. This is the same as when the guys are like, these handcuffs are too tight, can you just loosen them? And then they try and run away. But the special move is Jerry starts making moaning sounds as if he was using the glory hole, which is very, very disturbing to me. I don't know why I need to hear Jerry's special sounds at a time like this.
We'll get you set up here in a second.
Oh my God.
You know what? I guess having 4 guys behind your back is a good day for you, huh, Jerry? Huh? Oh my God. Oh, yeah. That's Jerry for you. Not really what I wanted to hear. It seems like Jerry's getting his satisfaction one way or another, huh?
1, 2, 3.
Oh, my back.
And like many alleged predators, he tries to get sympathy after he's caught. But his diversion is not going to work. Even I am going to take a seat for this one.
Yeah, I like how Chris Hansen took a seat nice and comfortable after he said his back was killing him. I feel like Chris Hansen is that petty type. Like if someone's like, I'm dying for a donut, Chris Hansen will be like, well, I just ate the last piece. Now how about you tell me your story? He's such an old school interviewer, reporter type dude. He's the man.
What we're going to do here is medical's not going to come here. We're going to take you to them.
Okay.
So we need you to relax.
Is Jerry having a baby? What's happening there, Jerry? You look like you're having a baby. You look like you're 10 months pregnant, Jerry. What the hell is happening? I've never seen this before. His tactic went from my back is hurt to I'm going to orgasm next to the boys to watch out, I'm pregnant. It's a boy. These are some crazy tactics. This is wild tactics from a guy who 10 minutes ago really wanted a 14-year-old to do some heinous stuff.
Oh, my back.
Jerry,
What?
I'm Chris Hansen.
I know who you are.
How do you know who I am?
Oh, because I've said I would never do this fucking shit, and I did it anyway.
I don't even understand like how he's having a baby and still doing this conversation. He's honestly doing it like, you know when they have the pregnancy thing and they're like, oh, okay, 1, 2, push. That's how Jerry's talking. Jerry, oh, what is it?
Why did you do it, Jerry?
Because I'm stupid. Oh my God, my back is killing me.
Okay, well, that'll be addressed in a minute here, but why did you think it was okay to have this sort of conversation with somebody who said they were 14?
Because I'm stupid.
God, can you stop making these sounds? YouTube is going to be like, you can't show this on this side. No, it's just Jerry. It is Glory Hole Jerry, but it's not now. Like, it's his back. It's not his back. He's on the floor. You know what? He's being arrested. He's nothing. Actually, sounds good right now. Jerry is just being fat on the floor, okay? He's doing whale positions. I don't know.
You talk about a glory hole, wanting the boy to go to your house.
Oh, God. Oh, my back is killing me.
Okay, there's not a lot of sympathy here because of what you were here to do, Jerry. Do you understand that?
I understand that. I have had surgery twice on my back, okay?
But you're also...
And my back is hurting now.
They're going to take care of that.
My back is hurting and the boy's not squirting. What do you want, G? Come on, help me.
I was stupid, I'm telling you.
Stupid. What do you do for a living, Jerry?
Nothing, I'm disabled.
You're disabled. How long have you lived in this area?
Well, he's disabled until he has to use that glory. I've never seen that before. Disabled glory hole. That's a really progressive glory. There's like one there and there's one right there. You take your pick. That's really good, Jerry. I'm glad that you're fighting for the disabled community on this one. The disabled glory hole community. That's, I guess every cent counts, doesn't it? Thanks for thinking about everyone there, Jer Bear.
Oh my God, my back.
Jerry,
What?
how long have you lived in this area?
When everything else fails, start talking like a teenager, and this is your dad. What? What do you want? I'm stupid. I got a glory hole. What do you want, Dad? You're not my real mom, Dad. Okay, Jerry. Dude is like pulling out every trick that I've ever seen someone pull out to try and pull out. You know what I mean?
You seemed very experienced at it, Jerry.
I'm not.
First of all, you said you're 19. You sent a fake picture. Whose picture was that of the 19-year-old? Jerry.
What?
Oh my god, this is a different what. This is not the what do you want, Dad? This is the what? What are you doing here, guys? What is even happening right now? I just came to a random person's house. Why am I on the floor? I don't know if that would ever work, but Jerry's trying that one now. The way he looked up as if he was like, let me try pretending Chris Hansen doesn't exist. Good work, Jerry.
A picture I got offline.
Offline. But you said you were 19.
Oh.
Why would you tell somebody you were 19?
Because I'm stupid.
You're
I
stupid.
told you.
And what about all this talk about a glory hole and wanting the boy to come to you?
Hold on, Chris. That's a great defense, actually, now that I think about it. Why didn't OJ use that? OJ, why'd you do it? Because I'm stupid. All right, you're free. Seems legit. Also, I like the fact that Chris Hansen is staying on topic. He's grilling like he's at a barbecue, not letting this thing go. Because Jerry needs to give away some answers, man. Like, this is just... I need to know why. I need to know how he put it there. I need to know, does he use it? I need to know if it's being used on him. I need to know if sometimes he uses it as a drive-through machine and then he just puts his hand through and hands people food and they laugh. I want to know.
Wanting the boy to come to you for sex. You talk about deep-throating him, that you'd swallow.
Oh, my God, Chris. My mother watches this, Chris. Why you did it in the Chris Hansen voice. Deep-throating him and swallow. What is that? What exactly are those terms? Do you do that with food? Or what? My wife used to do the same thing. Oops, I've said too much. I'm going away.
Yeah, I was stupid. I was really fucking stupid.
Well, what do you think would have happened, Jerry, had we not been here and a 14-year-old boy had been here?
Nothing. I really wanted to see if he was real. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, boys exist, Jerry. I wanted to see if he was real. What is this, Aladdin? This is the worst. Jerry's the worst. I can admit him pretending to be pregnant for 5 minutes is hilarious. But at this point, it's like, I wanted to see if he was real. I didn't know 14-year-old boys existed. I just thought they go from 13 to 28. Come on, Jerry. Come on.
You even asked if anybody else was here. Why would you ask that?
Because I'm dumb.
Okay, that doesn't wash, Jerry. You're more than dumb. You were here to
damn,
prey
I'm
on a child.
hurting.
You think you're hurting? How would a 14-year-old boy feel after you sexually assaulted them?
I wasn't going to do anything.
Okay, but that's not what you said in the chat, is it, Jerry?
No, it's not. I said that already.
Looking for
But
some
asking
great
me
head.
the same questions. I already said that.
Man, I just want Chris to read the lines. My second favorite, probably my personal favorite, is after they catch them. Whenever Chris Hansen reads the lines back, man, I would not like anyone to read my personal, some of my drunk texts, some of my raunchy texts. Like, I said some things. But, like, imagine, like, in the moment, like, having someone, like, announce it to everyone there, including the cops. You said to the boy, touch my wiener. I really want to feel something in life. Please, I'm crying. Just thinking about it. Jerry, what do you have to say?
Well, explain
I
it to me.
fucked up, okay? I did a stupid ass thing. I don't need that in my face.
Jerry rolls around like a fucking seal. I don't have any time for this. He just starts rolling around.
Well, you sort of don't have a choice, Jerry.
Well, I do have a choice.
No, you don't, really.
Jerry turns away from me and the camera,
What's your tattoo of, Jerry?
I'm not talking to you anymore, so...
pouting like a child.
Well, no, that's a ghetto image right there. Chris Hansen sitting while Jerry's on the floor with his face down, ass up. That's something. Jerry's also pretending to be like a kid, puts his face down in the pillow, decides that nothing ever exists anymore. I like the enthusiasm. I like that Jerry thinks that if he puts his head in a pillow, everything that is on the surface will cease to exist. It's a very cute thought, Jerry. It doesn't actually work like that, but very, very sweet try.
And you want me to believe that this is the first time you've done this?
I'm telling you it is, so whatever.
Do you see why I would not believe that?
I don't care if you believe me or not. Yeah, I know how it looks. It's really fucking dumb of me for doing what I did.
You just woke up today and said, I'm going to try to meet a 14-year-old boy online for sex.
No.
You know, if I didn't watch this with the sound, it would seem like a man, a father, and his really old son having a conversation as if the son was a kid. It would almost seem like it's some variation of Forrest Gump where he meets his dad and he's like, I don't want to go home, daddy. And then the dad's like, but you have to, Forrest. It could have been a sweet scene, but then I turned the sound on and it's Glory Hole Jerry just burying his face into more shit.
I wasn't, actually. I was looking for older.
Okay, but you found a 14-year-old and you acted upon it, didn't you?
Yeah, they're like an idiot.
Okay.
I knew better than that shit, too.
Do you have a glory hole in your home?
This is the best out of context Chris Hansen quote ever. Do you have a glory hole in your home? Come on, man. That is the funniest thing. That needs to be on a shirt with Chris Hansen's face. Do you have a glory hole at home? Oh, man. He just asked it with, like, impunity.
No,
Why did you say it then?
because I would have made one, but not for him.
Yeah. DIY for some dick? You really about that life, huh? I wouldn't drill a hole in my wall. I'd drill a hole in something else.
Wait, you said you would have made a glory hole for this boy.
No, not for the boy.
Well, that's what you said, Jerry.
That's not what I meant.
Sounds like Jerry is starting to get angry.
The subject matter is terrible, but the jokes just keep flying. Sounds like Jerry's trying to get angry. That's hilarious. Oh, man. I wonder what happens to these dudes. I kind of hope they stay behind bars for a long time. It's just very, 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 very disheartening that society actually produces people like this. But anyway, let's carry on.
You're trying to get me all fucked up now, and I'm not doing it.
Jerry, have you seen my shows before?
Yes.
Did you ever think you'd be on one of those shows,
No,
Jerry?
because I'd never wanted to do anything like this before in my life.
Why today?
Because I'm stupid. I told you I made a dumbass decision.
You know, I really don't get the people who watch Chris Hansen and then do the thing and then think they won't get caught. I don't get it. Why would you think that you wouldn't? Do you think Chris Hansen is just, there's like, he's busted too many other people. He ain't never gonna know it's me. This is like a Breaking Bad thing where it's like, I was right under your nose the whole time and you didn't know it. Your name's Glory Hole Jerry. He's gonna find you, dude. He's gonna find, that's not a hard name to find. That's a very like, oh, there's not many people who would be called that. So he's gonna find you, dude. Seriously?
I told you I was stupid.
All right, that's a cop-out, Jerry.
And I'm telling you the damn truth. I was stupid. I was dumb.
And now you're getting arrested.
Gotta face it now.
What do you think should happen to you, Jerry?
I'll get my ass eaten in prison. Like some Lunchables. They'll do glory holes in me. Oh, sorry, Chris. That's what I think should happen. But I don't know what actually will happen, Christopher. Can you imagine if someone actually said something like that and not whatever Jerry's about to say?
Jerry?
I didn't do anything to anybody, but yes, I was dumb.
The crime was committed in the chat,
I know that.
so you know the law, right?
Yes.
And you broke it.
Jerry is honestly taking this as if it's like some teenager getting grounded. I don't know if he understands the repercussion of his actions, like how bad what he's doing is. The way he's talking seems like he's almost disconnected in a way. He's like, I know that. I'm going to jail. I was dumb. I did a stupid thing. I won't do it again. It's like, of course you're not going to do it again. You're not going to have the chance to, Jerry. I don't know if he understands. I feel like Jerry's a bit disconnected from reality here.
Had we not been here, it seems like you would have done something.
Yeah, can you quit talking because I really don't want to listen to you. I just want to go down to the jailhouse, call my lawyer, be done with that part.
You have a lawyer? This happens often? Does he know about the glory hole? You should disclose that. He needs to know that.
I'm tired of listening to you.
You're tired of listening to me.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you want folks to know about this situation?
Yeah, don't fucking do it. You're stupid if you do.
Everyone listen to a man named Glory Hole Jerry. Don't chase minors by Glory Hole Jerry. Don't do what I did. I'm stupid. Glory Hole Jerry, 101, proverb. Thanks, Jer.
You're going to have to help me get up.
We'll help you. He's taken away by the Monroe County Sheriff's Office Viper Task Force.
Okay, so then they take Jerry away, and they need all the officers. This is why they don't have like one or two, because mans like Jerry come in and they're like, all right, well, let's hit the gym, boys. We're gonna have to bench press a lot today. He's got some foops. He's got some foops hanging out of his shirt right there.
But something happens on the way to the sheriff's office detention center that shocks even me.
So you heard from the transport crew and the people at the sheriff's department?
Yeah, I got a telephone call from Detective Davison.
Turns out, on the way to the sheriff's department, Jerry makes a shocking confession. And it's not a confession about something he did or anything. It's not actually as big as Chris Hansen's letting on, let's be real. But he says some really, really stupid shit, to quote Jerry.
Jerry offered up information about our location, and he actually was glad that we're here because there's a lot of people in here that are just like him. He even brought up the guy that drives the green golf cart that stops and talks to a lot of kids in the neighborhood.
Oh, golf cart Matt. Yes, he drives a green golf cart. He's like 2'6". You might see him in another episode. He wears his hat backwards. He kind of looks like that lead singer from Train, but he's not Train car Matt. He's golf cart Matt. Pulling up anywhere in a golf cart without golf clubs is ominous, as it is. Having the golf cart be green, you're not Tyler the Creator. What are you doing?
That he's glad we're here because this place is filled with predators?
That's what he told him, yes.
What do you make of that?
So that's telling me that we're here, we're in the right spot, and we're doing a good thing to get these people off the street.
Man, that's crazy though if Jerry's like, there's lots of people like me on the street. Besides the fact that, yes, congratulations to the cops for busting these people, what is up with the world that this is just such a common and prevalent thing? Can we not let kids be kids and let them grow up and still not do this even after they grow up? Like, how many people out there, how many crazy guys or, I mean, even girls are looking at people who are underage and thinking these disgusting things? And what's leading them to do that? Because it didn't feel like it was always this bad, right? Maybe it's social media and the fact that we centralize so many people. Maybe media does that. But the fact that people who are old are doing this and they know better. I mean, we see it on YouTube all the time. People just seem to love messing around with people who are underage. Like, is it that hard to wait till someone is 18? Also, if you're gonna wait till they're 18, that's also creepy, I just want to say. But like, at least it's legal. That still sounds dirty. Don't do this. Man, you're gonna end up like Glory Hole Jerry. Nobody wants to be like that guy.
While in custody, he's seen by EMTs for his complaints of pain. And not surprisingly, they find no serious injuries.
So then the EMTs come in and they put every cord on Jerry like he's a USB. And they're like, nope, Jerry, you're fine. Your back isn't hurt. They put some stickers on his titties to see if his back was hurt. And they figure out that Jerry is, the results are positive. He is lying.
What do you know about these other people?
I know the guy with the green golf purse. Creepy.
Does he live around you?
He says to some people that he's in his 40s. Other people, he says he's 30. I know that he hit me up on Grindr and he said he was 30, but he looks like he's in his late 40s.
Those two met each other? The Pretos met each... Golf Cart Matt and Glory Hole Jerry met each other? They could have been a tag team. This feels like it could have been a WWE tag team. Like, if this wasn't such a devious scenario, I could imagine in another life, like, them announcing, like, oh shit, it's Golf Cart Matt. And he drives out in his golf cart. Oh, from the top rope, Glory Hole Jerry with his finisher, sneak in from behind. Man, that would have been like a good, like, you know, just feels like they wasted some good names on some bad ideas.
Have you ever met with him?
No, just freaked me out. And I see him because I have cameras on my trailer that watch things, and
Yeah.
I see him scrolling past all the time when the kids are out playing.
You know how bad you have to be when a Preto calls you creepy? That Golf Cart Matt must be the creepiest person when Glory Hole Jerry's like, I'm Glory Hole Jerry, but you're creepy though. You're like you have a green golf cart. What is that about?
Jerry was charged with 3 felonies: child abusive commercial activity, using a computer to commit a crime, and accosting a child for immoral purposes. While Golf Cart Matt and Glory Hole Jerry weren't friends prior to meeting the Viper team and me,
But yeah, they have a final scene, and you do actually get to see Golf Cart Matt, who's sitting across. He normally wears glasses and his hat backwards. He looks a bit too normal there. And I just love the fact that Tim Hortons decided that they wanted this to represent their brand. They're like, our coffee is good enough for Pretos. Tim Hortons. It's no Starbucks, but even Pretos drink it. What a weird advertising for Tim Hortons.
I believe Jerry and Matt now are been introduced and they're sitting in the same cell together as we speak.
So they're neighbors again.
Oh yeah, they're even closer than normal now.
Like, as in homies? This could be a thing? Golf Cart Matt and Glory Hole Jerry? I need to see that as a tag team. Someone needs to put them in WWE. When I get the next WWE game, if I ever play something, I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to make these two characters in it. That's going to be hilarious.
What must that conversation be?
I'll tell you, Chris. Do you have a golf cart? Yes. Do you have a glory hole? Yes. Okay.
Boy, to be a fly on the wall inside that jail cell.
WatchTrueBlue.com is home to the full library of takedown.
It ends with the police officer and Chris Hansen almost being pretty proud that they put these two guys away. And you know what? They should be. Because those two are off the streets and in the sheets with each other, perhaps, maybe. And that's how the episode ends. It's a fantastically weird episode about a fantastically weird person and his golf cart accomplice. Like I said, I feel very weirded out that there is so many episodes of this. It's almost freaky to realize that if you stay in the States, that people are just doing this daily and not thinking anything off it. And I don't really know how to circumvent that problem, but I know if you keep giving people nicknames like this, they'll probably stop doing it. So good on you, Chris. Thank you, and keep doing your service. And to anyone who's watched this video, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. I'm sorry you have to put up with the bad lighting and the mini mic, but hopefully I'll be back home soon and I'll have my setup. And until then, I shall see you on the next one. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.